In our market recap live for March 23rd, our biggest winner out of the S&P 500 for that day was Albemarle Corporation, ticker symbol ALB. And we found out something extremely interesting that shows the value of taking the time to look at these companies' websites as an investor, which is what we do on the market recap live streams Monday through Friday following trading sessions at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Albemarle trades on the New York Stock Exchange in the materials sector. ALB is a chemical company that mines and uses critical natural resources to produce chemicals that are extremely important to our lives, national security, and our economy. While reviewing their website, we found a section on the main page that said, throughout the U.S., Albemarle operates world-class hard rock and brine lithium resources, a state-of-the-art lithium conversion facility, advanced lithium material and process development, bromine production facilities, and the U.S.'s only producing lithium resource in Silver Peak, Nevada. In no way am I suggesting that you should trade or invest in a specific company, but ALB is a perfect example of why someone should know the answers to these three questions. What does the company do? What do they sell? And how important is it to their customers? When it comes to Albemarle Corporation, what do? Mine and refine. What do they sell? Critical chemicals, lithium. How important is it? National security, only U.S. source. First, let's talk about what a natural resource is. You can't make it. This is the main reason it's valuable. The other driver of value is how much someone depends on it. Here are a few things in our daily lives that have lithium in it: smartphones, laptops and tablets, electric vehicles, power tools, smartwatches, and medical devices. Businesses depend on this lithium resource to power the tools and technologies they need to provide essential goods and services to our economy. And on a national security level, lithium is extremely important. Here are just a few things. Drones, which are UAVs, night vision and thermal optics, guided missiles, battlefield communications, smart munitions, which is GPS artillery. I'm sure there are a lot more advanced weapons and technologies I didn't name that's possibly even classified that uses this resource. Now, here's where we revisit what was mentioned on their website. Currently, Silver Peak, Nevada is the only mine in the United States that is mining this resource and is owned and operated by Albemarle Corporation. So currently, ALB provides 100% of the lithium resource we mine here in the United States. Here's the crazy part. Guess how much the United States produces of this critical resource that we use in 1 year? Only 2%. We are currently only mining enough lithium to cover 2% of what we use annually. The other 98% is imported from somewhere else, which makes us highly dependent on other countries for lithium. Now, if someone who wasn't our ally had control of this critical resource, this would become a threat to our national security. And this is where politics comes into play. So the average person doesn't understand how politics has anything to do with money or national security. Cutting off or limiting someone's access to a critical resource like this could be a defensive measure or an act of war, because hurting a nation's economy weakens them and puts a strain on its leadership. I would argue that the reality is politics has a lot more to do with money than it does with people. Even though when politicians run for office, they focus on something dealing with people and they rarely talk about the money. And if they do, it'll usually be something along the lines of not raising taxes, cutting taxes, or fighting inflation. So here's how all this plays together. How do politicians make the majority of their money? If you do your own research, don't just take my word for it. You should find that most politicians make their money through the stock market, getting crazy returns on investments. Some even perform better than Warren Buffett. This is because politicians create laws, rules, and regulations that affect business, which causes certain businesses to make more or less money. Politicians know about these changes before the public does, and they adjust their stock portfolios accordingly to profit from it. My goal isn't to expose politicians. My goal is to get you to understand how politics affect your money, our economy, and our national security. Part of your money will be in trades and investments, even your retirement. So if the United States government started passing laws and putting policies in place to increase the mining of lithium within our country, if Albemarle didn't own and operate those other mines, this would create competition for them. But on the other hand, ALB is only providing 2% of the current annual U.S. demand. We have to understand these nuances and trade-offs. I know it seems like a lot to take in. The main point is politics plays a critical role in how money flows through our economy. And this has a huge impact on your money. Being educated and informed about these things has the potential to make you wiser when it comes to your decisions, money, and investments. I have a link to that market recap up on the screen and down in the description when we review Albemarle. And I'm giving you my disclaimer about it now. I bombed in that episode. The audio wasn't even working at the beginning, but it's very entertaining to watch me struggle through that live as I'm figuring this YouTube thing out. I'm also releasing an original greatness on a regional. I'm also releasing an original greatness uncut video about everything that happened wrong in that video, and I'll put a link up on the screen and down in the description for that as well. You already know. I hope that you learned something, and I hope that you earned something. Hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you tune in to Market Recap Live Monday through Friday following trading sessions at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are building a community over here for people who want to take control of their financial situation by learning how to unlock the wealth building power of the stock market. Take care and God bless.